Karting is a great place to start out. It's more of a level playing field than Formula One, for example, because most people have the same karts. There's different chassis and different engines, but there's minimal difference. In Formula One, everyone's got very different machinery, and it's very much a sort of an unfair playing field. So that's why a lot of people best memories being a racing driver is karting, because it was a really close. Every corner you're being overtaken, or you're overtaking someone else, and it's constant action from the green flag to the checkered flag. And I think when you're starting off with racing, it's a real shock to the system. And so you sort of remember that. And I know some of the greatest moments of my life are in karting, whether I won or lost.
Shock to the system, why? The turns, the danger, the G-forces, the what? What's shocking?
It's the noise and the speed. You know, when I started, I was 8 years old. That was the youngest you could start back then. It's now younger. And you're in a thing which, you know, is not much bigger than this chair. But, you know, 8 years old, that thing can do 40 miles an hour. And you've got 25 others around you on a grid, all pushing each other down to the first corner with the smoke of the engines. Everyone's heart rates are shooting up. Everyone wants to beat someone else, and it's just, the adrenaline rush is crazy. I was so much more nervous karting, you know, at the start of a race in karting than I was at my first Grand Prix in Melbourne in 2013.
You said that when you see Lewis Hamilton, you can see his driving style from kind of the karting days. Is a great driver born, or is he made?
Bit of both. You know, everyone has a natural ability. You have to practice. You know, no one's just going to get in a car and be the best driver in the world. So you do have to learn. But I think when everyone does, say everyone did the same number of hours of learning, there would be better drivers than others, and you know, you can see that. Formula One's not the best for that because, as I said, you have to be in the best car. I think Alonso is one of the best drivers on that grid, but this year he's near the back in the McLaren because it's just not up to speed.
Okay.
So that was it's sort of a good thing for a lot of drivers because it proves to the wider audience, maybe people that aren't so into motorsport, can understand that you sort of have to have the car to do the job. But the driver does make the difference. And so you're up against your teammate mainly in Formula One.
Okay. And when you were 8 years old, people aren't telling you exactly how to drive out there. It's really you're learning yourself. Okay, I took that corner too hard, not hard enough, I missed this. I mean, is it a lot of self-teaching then, or do you get help? To watch the rest of this fascinating interview, click on the link below and go to londonrealacademy.com. There you can sign in with your social media, log in and watch the rest of the episode for free, along with all of our episodes on London Real, my webinars, and all of our premium content, all located over at londonrealacademy.com. So click on the link below, you'll be directed there and you can watch the rest of this fascinating interview, and I'll see you there.